This is my Saito 65. Had it mounted on this cub right here. I'd had a few flights, maybe 6 with this used engine. I'd bought it used. I'm confident that it's a good engine. But on the last flight, flying around in good shape, making smoke, so it wasn't lean by any means, it suddenly died. So I made the dead stick landing, no problem. But when I checked the engine, thinking that it might have had the clunk turned in the tank, causing it to die, I found that the propeller wouldn't turn. So the crankshaft was frozen. I dismantled the entire engine. Wasn't a big challenge. But here I've got the crank solidly seized on the connecting rod. So I'll gently try to separate that. I did some research, did some reading. This has not been a totally uncommon happening. There's been other people that's had this situation, having a connecting rod seize. Most of them suspected that it would be the bearings that seized on the crank, which is what I thought had happened. So to have a connecting rod seized on the crankshaft pin is quite odd. I didn't expect that. But at this point, I'll see if I can get the connecting rod loose from the crank pin. We'll see what it's going to involve. I'll probably further this video if I can find any more information on this. Well, I got the connecting rod out. I don't know if you can see. This is the piston side. This is the crank side. There, we got a view. It seized up on the pin on the crankshaft. Pretty sad shape, so that's going to have to be replaced. I'll definitely clean up the pin real well on the crank. Since I've got this far, I might as well put in a new gasket set, put new bearings. I think the cylinder and the piston are in pretty good shape. But I've decided that what causes this is improper lubrication and storage. If you're going to have an engine that's down for a while, I'm becoming a believer that it needs to have proper lubrication in it. So for those of you that are still using these engines or buying used engines, certainly you might save yourself some money down the road if you properly lubricate them after running. And there is an after run oil. I've never been a real faithful user of it. However, the man that coached me and taught me how to fly these remote control airplanes, he was a believer in it. I probably should have followed his lead there. I'll get this engine back into running order, get it back mounted into my faithful little cub. You can see how rusty the bearings are, and that's caused from moisture, which can be avoided at least to some extent with some after run oil. I'll give it a proper cleaning. We'll be back in the air again soon. Thanks for watching.